So I'm at work. I work on the railroad, right? And we have this desk that we sit at on the train. And that way we're able to take notes and whatnot. If something changes, I'm able to write it down so we don't forget it, right? So we have this desk to keep everything organized, and it's helpful for sure. But there's times when you're on these trains and you can get stuck on them for hours. I'm talking like you're on duty for 12 hours and you have these days where you just don't move. In this case, I went to one place and we had to get the train all ready to go and everything. And you have to get authority from the dispatcher to do anything. You have to be able to say, yeah, dispatcher told me that we're allowed to go this way. And so it's something that's very important because if you don't, you can end up hitting other trains or something, and it'll become an issue. So we're waiting for a response from dispatch because they're like, all right, let this train by you first, and then we'll go. We'll let you go. It's like, all right, sounds good. We end up sitting there for 3 hours. Super long time. And this is like the place we got the train. We haven't even been allowed to move yet. Because without that authority, we can't move. Because we can hit... Other trains won't know we moved. Because dispatch doesn't think we didn't and all this. So it's a huge thing. We sit there for 3 hours. Eventually, we tone her up. Which, the thing about dispatch, like, they know you're there. They don't forget about you. Like, they may sometimes forget to do something, but they won't forget that you are there. Once you tell them you're there, they have, like, trackers and things. They don't miss. And so, we finally tone them up. After having done it once before, but this is a separate time, we tone them up, and, alright, we tone her up, or we call her, and we're like, hey, what's going on? She just doesn't even really answer. She's just like, alright, you have the authority to go. Okay. So, we start moving and whatnot. Move, like, we're driving for, like, maybe 5 minutes. Then she just kind of puts us off to the side. And it's like, shoot. We're not going anywhere still. We're basically just waiting somewhere else now. Oh, that sucks. God, I love how the screw camera moves when the bomb isn't there. So I just kind of walked while the camera was off, and I ran up a wall, but I don't know if it's the wall. It was close. It was the wall. Oh, what? I'm not sure why it didn't work. I felt really cool. So we get put in what's called a siding, which is these little side bits that they can put you off whenever they need to let other trains go by. And a train or two goes by, and then we sit there for like an hour or two. Nothing happens. And we're like, this isn't one where you ask about it. You just kind of wait it out. That's just how it is. And so we're waiting. Eventually we get the light after no trains go by for a while. I'm not sure what we were waiting on. But we start moving again and go to another sighting. But this time we got to drive for maybe 40 minutes. So we got a little further this time before being put in the sighting. We got stuck in the sighting the rest of the day. We're talking, I sat in that chair for 6 hours. Just not moving in the sighting. And it's like, dang, bro. What do we do about that? And the answer is nothing. We don't get to do anything about that. We just have to wait. And most of the time, trains were going. Some came, but we definitely could have moved. If we were told that, yeah, you'll move probably. We didn't. So I ended up being on my phone and my Steam Deck quite a bit. during that time, because if there's no trains going by and you're just sitting there, we're allowed to be on our phone if we're not doing anything. And so I'm on my phone, Steam Deck, and train comes by, and I put my phone in my pocket, waiting for it to go, and all of this, it passes by, normal things. I go to grab my phone out of my pocket. Now, I'm left-handed, so I use my left pocket, right? And I end up dropping my phone, trying to catch it as it falls in the most unlucky spot imaginable. Okay, when I say most unlucky, you guys understand how in any other circumstance it was like a miracle that this toss even happened. Never a good thing, but sucks. Okay. So this desk I sit at is made of metal, and it's kind of a part of like the whole system. It's not something I just can move. It is welded to the floor. Okay. For whatever reason, I don't know who designed it, but we have this little gap on the side. It's the gap between the wall and this desk. This immovable metal desk that's welded to the floor. But there's this gap on the wall for whatever reason. Very small. And just doesn't have a reason to be there at all. Other than to collect dust, I guess. And anyway, my phone happened to fly into this little gap, and the gap is so small, like I try to stick my hand in there, I can't get it to fit past my fingers. Like it gets up to my knuckles, and my hand cannot go any further. And we're just astonished, like, wow, I can't get my phone out. There's like enough of a gap to where my phone can freely move in there, so I can't like just put a stick in there and drag it along the phone and pull it out that way. I have to, like, we tried bending the metal with a pipe wrench. Like, we tried, because they were like, no, that's your phone, you need that, bro. But despite all our efforts, we couldn't do anything about it. It just really sucked. So we're told another crew's coming. I'm sitting there, phone's gone. I have my earbuds connected to it, so I actually called my family on my phone, which was pretty funny. This was the wrong one. I want the middle one. Yeah. I'm told there's more guys coming, another crew. So we're sitting there, don't got my phone anymore. I have my Steam Deck, but it's almost dead. I was playing Elden Ring on it, that zapped the battery out of it. And we have like an hour ride back to the train yard. And I don't have my phone or anything. I just kind of have to sit there because my Steam Deck's almost dead. And I'm just mad, man. The crew behind us said they'd try. I didn't have any hope. I had been trying, you know, I needed that. Plus I'm on call, so at this point I was thinking of, man, I have to buy a new phone today. And stuff. I don't know if I have to buy a new phone number. I shouldn't have to, but I might have to. I don't know. I'm thinking of the worst possible situation, right? And my engineer, the guy I'm working with, he gets a call. He laughs, and he this happens a lot. I'm not surprised by it at all. You know, when he's talking to someone, he's talking to someone. He turns to me and says, "Hey, man." I was like, "What's up?" "They got your phone." I'm sitting here, like, shaking. Like, what? They got my phone? Yeah, they got your phone. They'll leave it with the train master, which is, like, the guy in charge back at home. So I was like, alright, bet. So they got my phone back. The only thing was, like I said earlier, I'm on duty 12 hours, so this crew is also on duty 12 hours. So I had to wait until they got off work to get my phone. So I drove home. The drive home was 40 minutes, same with the drive there. And drive home, clean up. I just kind of sitting there trying to figure out what to do because I don't have like my phone to contact anyone or watch YouTube. I had my laptop, so I used that for a while, and it was just a whole thing. Eventually, I go back, make it the 40-minute drive back there, and got my phone back. It was dirty, like that type of thing. Obviously, that space never gets cleaned out. Nothing has probably ever been grabbed out of there. So the way they got my phone out, they had a stick. Think of like a little post they used to mark things in the yard, like a little flimsy piece of wood. Wrapped tape around it backwards so the sticky side's facing out. Stabbed it down there, and just kind of whacked it against the screen and got it to stick and slowly pulled it out. Just the funniest little story you can think of. It's like, what? you did what? We didn't have tape, so I couldn't have tried that. I guess they had brought tape to try to help out, and that was their idea. It worked. My mind was blown. I got my phone back. I was happy about it. So that's just kind of the story I had on just dealing with all of that. It was a heck of a time, that's for sure. Give me... That's not seeds. I want seeds! Give me nugget nuts. Thank you! So that's what happened to me at work a couple days ago. Not fun. I was furious at the whole situation, but we dealt with it, and that's alright. Stuff like that happens every now and then. You just gotta keep your head up. I was willing to pay for it. I mean, I had the money, but I was not excited to do it. So it was just nice not to have to. Anyways, thanks for watching. Take care, y'all. Have a good one.